All right, welcome back. Let's answer some of your questions now. Joe, coming to you first. The question today from Jackie in Canada. I have a small position in Morgan Stanley. Should I add, hold, or trim it?
Jackie, I have a big position in Morgan Stanley. I wish I had your small position in Morgan Stanley because we had an 8% gain coming out of earnings. It's cut that in half. I'm in this stock on the belief that the E-Trade acquisition was a good one. In addition to that, I think active management makes a strong return and you have a favorable trading environment, but I am not seeing the type of reaction to the stock that I would hope for. I'm just going to hold my position. I'm certainly not going to add to it.
Okay, Steve Weiss to you from Jimmy in Tampa. AIG, American International Group, is it a buy at these levels?
Without a doubt, it's a relatively new position for me. 6 times earnings, 4% yield, and I've got pricing in the industry that's the best it's been, finally getting pricing. So if I gave those parameters to you, you'd say, well, that's a car company. They're very capital intensive. It deserves to be cheap, but it's not. It's a financial company, insurance company. The stock deserves to double from here. So in the meantime, I'll take the 4%, but I think it goes higher.
Yeah.
Watch the next earnings report.
That's a ramp right now as we speak. Jim, Edward in Alabama, your best suggestion for Medtronic or for a medical device stock right now is what?
Well, it is Medtronic, and you may realize I just bought it about a month and a half ago, so relatively new position. Look, when we're through with the COVID crisis, I think devices are where you want to be for an aging demographic across the world. So Medtronic making defibrillators, stents, pacemakers, et cetera, very attractively priced. I think when you get past COVID, this starts to rally nicely.
Okay, Carrie, Rob in St. Louis wants to know about Charter Communications. Is it a buy right now?
So, Rob, we've owned Charter for years. It's at an all-time high, and we still like it very much. Would I add a full position? Perhaps not, because just price. But think about where we are. It's a domestic play and an environment that people use Wi-Fi constantly in their home. You need to upgrade it. It services that entire world of remote communication, and seeing people through your Wi-Fi is also what Charter does. Streaming, I think it provides exactly the kind of environmental services that we need today in our homes.
Okay, Joe, back to you. Scott in Scranton. Would you sell Nike before earnings, Joe?
No, I would not. Nike actually reported earnings within the last 30 days. If we were to sell it, where are we going to put the money? Under Armour? Foot Locker? No, I don't think so. Multinational with an economic recovery happening actually quicker outside the United States. I like Nike here. It's maintaining its levels above 90. It's going to report earnings in September, and I think you'll see triple digits very easily for the stock, pushing towards 110 ultimately.
All right, Weiss. Virgil in Florida. FedEx or UPS? Which is the better buy right now?
I'm with UPS. Yeah, UPS is the one I own. Also own XPO. UPS reports tomorrow. I'm looking for a good quarter. Stock's had a good move. It's up about 20% since I bought it. But at this point in time, there's very little divergence between the two companies in the price chart. But UPS does have that better yield. I wouldn't own just for the yield, though. I also think the management's done a better job recently than FedEx.
Jimmy, lastly to you, Miguel in Texas. I'd like to know your thoughts on Marathon Petroleum. MPC, is it a buy?
Hi, Miguel. Listen, Marathon Petroleum has outperformed the other refiners for one reason, which is that they're going to probably sell the Speedway retail chain of gas stations. I think right now the street thinks that's going to be sold for somewhere between $15 and $17 billion. However, it could go for $17 to $20 billion. I'd stick around and see what that final price tag is, because that could change the capital structure at Marathon very positively.